So everything you gain is at the expense and, you know, of something else. You have to pay the cost with something else. What I want in this world, what I want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me is a way that I make the best decision. My judgments are accurate. I want wisdom. I want wisdom. I want guidance. I want someone to tell me that with this limited time and resources that I have, how do I manage things? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I hope you all are doing well, inshallah. So I've been having the symptoms of COVID for past couple of days, and I'm about to get my PCR test done. Inshallah, we'll find out what it is. And I hope, inshallah, everyone who's affected by this disease gets well soon. And so I have isolated myself, and what I'm thinking about is this question: that what is this book? Okay, what is this book? Truly, what is the nature of this book? Is this, if I say this is a book of science, if I say that the Quran is a book of science, then it has to be much bigger than this. We all know that science includes so many different subjects and subgroups that this would at least be at least 100 times bigger than this size that it is right now. And if I say that no, this is not the book of science, but this is a book of information and knowledge, then it has to be at least as big as an encyclopedia. And if I say no, this is not that, this is not knowledge specifically or science. This is a kind of book that will, tell you whatever you need in this world. So then the question is, okay, I need to cook food. Let's just say I need to cook some food today. Do I find any recipes in the Holy Quran for that? This might sound like a funny question, but this is a serious question. I'll find recipes on Google. I'll find recipes on YouTube, but I will not find it in Quran. Or let's just say I am sick, okay? I have COVID right now. Will I find the treatment for COVID in the Holy Quran? See, this is the kind of question that has kept me busy, and I've been thinking about this. And what you realize is the Quran is none of this, okay? The Quran is something that teaches you something beyond all these things. Why? Okay, why do I say something that is beyond these things? As the resources in this world, in our material world, are very limited, okay? Imagine if you have one glass of water and you have two people to give them, two people who are thirsty. It's obvious that one of them is gonna stay thirsty. If you have limited food and if you have 5 people, then obviously some of them will stay hungry. In this world, there's no doubt that some of the people will be short, some of them will be tall, some of them will have spouses, some of them will not have spouses. Some of them will have kids, some won't have kids, some will have more intellect, some will have less intellect, some will have more beauty, some will have less beauty. Does Quran give you a way to fix all these things? If this was the purpose, to fix all these things, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the beginning wouldn't create all these differences, right? There's a reason why He created all these differences amongst us, and He did not give us equally from a materialistic point of view, at least not the way. He didn't give us equally so we could actually see it. Like, we don't see it. Maybe He has given us equally. Maybe if someone has something less somewhere, then He has something more on the other side. But let's just say right now, in our perception, we don't see this. But that's the whole point. How would you test someone? How would you test someone in a materialistic world if there was no inequality, okay, in this materialistic world? Some people must live for a shorter time, some people must live for a longer time. Plus, this is material. So what does Quran do in this? How does it help us? It seems like the Holy Quran gives us the power to manage our resources in the most efficient way, okay? We get to manage our resources in the most efficient way. It tells us that, look, if we have decided for you to be poor, so then this is how you have to manage it, okay? And if we have decided that you are rich, that this is how you have to manage it, and this is what you're not supposed to do. Let's just say you're not supposed to be like Qarun, okay? Or if you have been granted with a lot of power, then remember, you're not supposed to be like Fir'aun. And if you are a good person and yet you're powerful, you must control your impulses, and you're not supposed to harm someone like Prophet Musa alayhi salam did by mistake. But these are all the lessons that you get, okay? So basically the problem is that we must understand what this book is about. And to me, as there's no way out of inequalities and imbalances in the materialistic life, what I need, and I know that no matter, imagine if I am poor at this moment, even if I want to earn money, I have to spend from my life. So when I'll get a lot of money, let's just say when I get $1 billion, I will lose a whole bunch of my life, okay? I'll probably lose at least a year, if not more than that, definitely, right? So then what am I going to do? Okay, now I have less time. Okay, how do I get that now? Okay. If I don't have knowledge and I gain knowledge, again, it's at the expense of my money. So everything you gain is at the expense and, of something else. You have to pay the cost with something else. What I want in this world, what I want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me is a way that I make the best decision. My judgments are accurate. I want wisdom. I want wisdom. I want guidance. I want someone to tell me that with this limited time and resources that I have, how do I manage things? That when I reach to the end of this path, to the finishing line, I would not regret. Why? Because Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wal asri innal insana lafi khusr. Humans are constantly losing. I'm constantly losing my time, my resources, my health, everything. And if I go after materialistic things, it's going to be at the expense of some other materialistic things. And at the end of the day, there will always be people who are going to be either richer than me or more powerful than me, or they're going to have more resources than me. It's never, even if I make it up to the richest person, there's still going to be people with so much arms so this is never going to be resolved, okay? This disbalance and materialistic. But if I get the guidance, if I get the wisdom which the Holy Quran will give me by engineering my thoughts, by creating a perception for me, then that will help me to manage my life in a way and make most out of whatever resources it is that I have. The things that I have, I will not use them in a wrong way. For example, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was beautiful. He was a very good looking man. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches you that how he managed to not use that quality for something wrong. Or we have Prophet Zulqarnain alayhi salam, and he was very powerful, or Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. But they managed to use their power in the right way and not turn like and not turn like Fir'aun. So this is what I believe the point and the purpose of Holy Quran is. It is to provide us with the enough wisdom and guidance so that we manage our resources in the best way. If we're going after something, we make sure we go after something that is needed for us. We don't waste our time for something that we find out after 10 years that we did not even need this. Imagine I'm doing this, for example, I'm doing this, my work, Quranic journey work on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Imagine after 10 years, I think about it and I say, what did I do with my life? Astaghfirullah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save me from that. But imagine that then that time is gone. But if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives me wisdom at this moment, I will not make these wrong decisions. Okay? So the life is limited, the resources are limited. There is a definite need for guidance. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. See, I'm giving you a book. There's no doubt in this book. This is a guidance for those who are worried about their future. They're muttaqeen. They're not here to just waste their time. No, they actually put a lot of thought for what they're doing. Or let's just say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He's telling us the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in many other places, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لقد كان في يوسف وإخوته آيات للسائلين. Those who are curious, those who want to learn, those who want to find out, for them there are many points in the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Anyways, so this is the kind of benefit we get from the Holy Quran, and for that we have no choice but to spend time. Look, if this was a cooking book, if this was a book of some sort of formulas that you would put together and make something out of it and get this materialistic benefit, then yes, you didn't have to be familiar with this book, because you could just open it to the page where it says this, and then you would get your work done and close it. No, this is not that kind of book. For guidance, you must be associated with this book. You must be close to this book. You must spend time with this book. This book will slowly, by repeating what has to be repeated, by stopping you from what you have to be stopped from, by telling you some things in many different ways, it will engineer your mind and your thoughts and your intellect, and it will give you the wisdom. It won't happen in one night. If you don't start our journey with the Holy Quran today, so 10 years later, where we have to be, we won't reach there. Maybe we might never reach there. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't need us. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. So it's all in our hands, inshallah. It's all in our hands that when we decide to start our Quranic journey, and remember that the closest paths, the easiest paths are the ones that lead you towards your Creator, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's something that you have to do it personally. No one can put you in a wheelchair and take you. No one can push you. No matter how much strength you have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge you according to your strength and your circumstances. And inshallah, He will make you successful in this life and hereafter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with guidance, with knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala illuminate your heart with the light of the Holy Quran. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you very much. Fi amanillah.